Hi there, my name is Belinda Dovson and welcome to the I Ching Cafe and our weekly overview for the week commencing the 24th of May 2021. It's great to have you here with me, and if you've not yet done so, maybe go and watch or listen to the monthly overview for May 2021. As we round out this month and we come into the tail end, perhaps think about how can you still tap into the joy and the amassing of energy that has made itself available to us. So let's do it. Let's really wrestle the last value out of May, this wonderful energy that has come to help us. Now, last week when we spoke about our weekly overview, it was Darkening of the Light, hexagram 36, and the Turning Point, hexagram 24, the Return, and working with this needle in the haystack that suddenly pricks us on the foot. We suddenly become aware of the problem, all right, the needle that we need to get rid of and that we need to take sustained action to keep the negativity at bay and to work with the problem. This is not a quick fix, but once we're aware of what the problem is, we can work with that problem. For this week, our first hexagram is hexagram 33, Retreat. Okay. You might be thinking, oh, I just want to get on with it. I don't want to retreat. Why am I pulling back? And you know, from April, we had this hexagram. This is all about realizing where you are facing something that's either no longer for you or not for you, being out in the battlefield and realizing that your army, your team is outnumbered. You can't, handle this on your own just yet. You need time to take time out to recuperate, refresh, re-energize, and take a retreat before you're ready for the next phase of this journey, if this journey is still right for you. And so we're asked with this hexagram to go up into the cave, to climb under the covers, and just take some time out to withdraw from the battle for the moment. That battle might be literally a battle that you are in with another person, with a company, with life, or it could be just the battle of being hard at work and being tired and needing to take some time out. Where could you do your own little mini retreat? Or maybe you need a social media holiday for a few days just to give yourself some space to come back to you, to find your center, and to rejuvenate and be ready for the next push. Now, literally, retreat can also be withdrawal from a situation. Okay, it could be a business partnership which you realize is no longer for you, a home, business activity, a friend, a Facebook group, whatever it might be, is something that you realize is no longer good for you, and so the best thing to do is withdraw from it, even if it's just for a while until you make your final decision. Now, for this week, we have 3 changing lines. So it's been a while since we've had so much activity, so much intensity, because the more changing lines you have in any question, the more of the forces of change, slam dunk, slam dunk, slam dunk, as these changing lines click through in this week. And so you'll find that this week will feel intense. There'll be lots happening and there'll be movement forward very, very quickly. So let's have a look at our changing lines. Our first one is in the first position. And with retreat, okay, when you are retreating from the battle line, take this example, you want to be at the head of the, the withdrawing masses, okay? So the masses are withdrawing off the battlefield to a safer area, maybe to a plateau. And you want to be at the forefront of that group retreating, okay? You don't want to be on the tail end of the retreat where the enemy is biting at the ankles of the retreating army, okay? And so changing line 1, because it's at the bottom, it's the first meeting point of retreat. It's the position at the back where you've got the hounds biting at the ankles, okay? So in a way, what that means for us is as much as we realize that we need to retreat, that we want to withdraw from something or we need to take time out, we've kind of caught up in old issues. Okay, so we're kind of caught up in the back end of this mass and we can't easily retreat the way we want to. We can't get out of it as easily as we want to. So the I Ching says the master in the situation is patient, bides his or her time and understands that it will come right with time. So somehow you've made a decision, perhaps not made that decision this week, maybe you've made that at some other time, but now is the time where you want to withdraw from the situation. And it's not that easy, okay? There might be hooks, conditions, tendrils keeping you tied up, or work that needs to be completed before you can withdraw. It's those kinds of things where you can't yet get out of it, okay? And all we can do is fulfill our obligations in the moment, to wait it out. It will come right. Trust that there's going to be an opportunity to retreat when the time is right. So that's our first changing line. And then our next two in the 5th and the 6th reward us for our retreating. Okay, so we only have to get through that first little changing line that says, oh, time's not right. You might want to get out of this, but there's stuff to do. Okay, you can't get out of it just yet. Be patient. Here we are rewarded. Okay, so in changing line 5, it talks about friendly retreat. So perhaps on the same issue you have in number 1, it resolves itself, you're able to retreat, and there's a friendly retreat, which means everyone's still friends afterwards, okay? Everyone is happy to move on, to call it a day. There isn't a hostile situation. Okay, so that's great. It might be the same issue for number 1, changing line 1. It might be a different issue that you're retreating from. Depends on your life. But perhaps, let's affirm, it's changing line 1 that now releases and there's a friendly retreat. Fantastic. Okay, so go for it. You can retreat on the issue. The changing line in the 6th position says abundance through retreating. So we often think by leaving something, by withdrawing something, by saying no thank you, by taking time out, that we are cutting off a flow. And this says the opposite, that abundance can now come because there's clarity, you're in the right place, and you don't have the hangers-on or the things in your life that are sucking energy. Okay, so wealth through retreat. So it's a really wonderful line that says, in committing to the retreat of saying no thank you, of letting go of the things that are not for you or not in your best interests, when one door closes, another one opens. And this is really important for us to pay attention to this week, okay? Wealth through retreat. Okay, so that's our changing lines for the first hexagram. Our outcome hexagram for the week, our second relating a flow of change, is a hexagram 55, abundance. Wowza. Okay, so we have this interesting retreat where we are saying no to something, we're withdrawing from something, and through that we tap into abundance. And then our outcome hexagram is hexagram 55, abundance. Okay, so this hexagram is one of the hexagrams that refers to financial wealth, okay, the accumulation of the wealth or the deal or the opportunity or the contract. It's a very tangible physical culmination of work done before, okay. And it also talks about the rising of the full moon and the culmination and the reaching of the fulfillment of the full moon and the completion of something. Okay, so it might not necessarily for you be gold bars on your desk. I hope it really is gold bars for you on your desk, acquired in the right way. This might also be the culmination and fulfillment of something that you're working towards, okay? The abundance and fulfillment, the harvest. Look out for yourself this week where that financial opportunity might come, the abundance and fulfillment of the harvest, the work that you've been doing to plant the grapes, to then reap the rewards. But what else could it be? Could it be the culmination of a project, the culmination of work, the culmination of the farming and the work that you have been doing? It's a completion and a fulfillment process. Okay, not necessarily gold bars on the desk. I would love it if that was a guarantee. Right, so a very interesting week for us. There's retreat, but somehow in this retreat, in saying no thank you, in putting ourselves first and realizing our limitations and what's really important, the clarity that comes with that, the wealth gets activated, the abundance gets activated, the culmination of our work comes together. Awesome. Right, please like, share, and subscribe. It would be great to have you back here on the channel or on the podcast. And I thank you for being here with me. I really, really appreciate all your comments or shares, your likes. Really, really means the world to me. And I look forward to seeing you soon at our next weekly overview.